Good morning, world. We just released over the weekend daily challenges in Overvue. If you're unfamiliar with what Overvue is, we're a cold call simulator. You can clone and create AI clones of your prospects that sound incredibly human, and they behave exactly the same way, and you can kind of tweak their behavior so that you can practice your cold calls, your objections in a really safe place, or just warm up for the day of calling. The platform is heavily gamified, so we have a leaderboard, we have competitions, so you might be wondering why on earth we have daily challenges. That is why. So I'll show you in a second, but we have early riser, first call of the day. If you complete a call in nightmare difficulty, you get 3k XP. If you book a demo, these are of course all daily things, and we have a weekly and then monthly as well for 100,000 XP. The reason I'm going to do my daily challenges today is because I'm falling behind. I've only got 4,800 XP. Whoops. Whereas Dylan has 59,000 and Ben has 78. So I'm going to try and start climbing the leaderboard again because I used to be rank 1 and then I got complacent. This was kind of a test account. So 43 calls and 1 demo. We can ignore that. Boom. Let's try and do as many daily challenges in one call. So we're going to do, of course, first call of the day. We could do a call on hard difficulty, sure. We'll try and get 95+% score. Book a demo. So I think we can probably do 4 as long as we book the demo. Okay, cool. Let's try. So I'm going to go to my battle room. I do have Andy Morris. So I'm going to create a new bot because I need a bot on hard and I don't currently have one. So let me go ahead and do that. Create a bot. This is like preloaded with Overvue research here. So I'll just leave that. Choose my title. So I can either enter a job title of somebody that I want to create the cold call persona of, or I can kind of put one in. I'm going to go ahead and just put in SDR manager. Boom, we have Taylor Douglas. I'm just going to make Taylor a female from Growth Forge Labs, manages a team of 15 SDRs. So here we can change all of this if we want, but I'm just going to leave it default. I think this looks pretty good. Pain points, job responsibilities. If you wanted to create something super custom, this is the way you do it, and this is how you do it. We're adding more and more things every day to kind of allow for more and more customization to really drive in as accurate as possible bots. Then we can change their difficulty. So I need to make this bot into a hard difficulty. So I think let's put their chattiness down to there. Yeah. Cool. So they're not going to be very chatty at all, or they'll be less chatty. So let's go ahead and give Douglas a call.
Hello?
Hey, hey Taylor, it's Jack over at Overvue. Look, I know I'm a bit of an interruption, but do you mind if I grab half a minute, let you know exactly why I called, and then you can let me know if it's relevant or not? Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Cool. Not in a chatty mood today then, Taylor. No worries. Well, look, I appreciate that. Have you heard of Overvue in the past by any chance, Taylor?
No.
Okay, no worries. Well, look, the reason I wanted to call you specifically, Taylor, typically when I talk to SDR managers at B2B SaaS companies, they tell me their sales team isn't ramping fast enough. Either new SDRs are taking like 3 or even 4 months to hit quota, like in-person role play sessions that they're doing kind of feel really awkward and a bit unrealistic, or reps are burning through good leads before they actually are even ready to dial. And even experienced reps tell us they waste their like first 3 to 5 calls every day just kind of warming up and finding their flow, which means they're like literally practicing on their best prospects. Really quick, we actually built this cold call simulator that lets sales teams practice on hyper-realistic AI prospects that sound and behave exactly like their real buyers, so they can ramp faster, warm up before dialing, and like test new messaging without burning a single lead. Taylor, my guess is that you've got it handled already, but I just wanted to see if you'd be open to hearing more, if for nothing else, just so you know what's out there.
I mean, that sounds interesting. I guess, how does it compare to other tools that are out there, like in terms of features? And also, what's the typical ROI you see from this?
Mm. Yeah, good questions. Taylor, if you don't mind me asking, when you say how does it compare to other tools, did you have one in mind specifically? Just so I can help be as accurate as possible.
I mean, just like the general sales engagement platforms that have, some sort of like call coaching or like conversational intelligence built in.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, to be honest, we don't really, we're strictly a role play platform. So, um, there are for sure some tools that have role play built in. Um, and like if you have those and you find it good enough, then you know that we probably wouldn't be a good fit to work with one another. Um, but we're really strictly a role play platform, so we don't compete with typical sales enablement platforms, so on and so forth. But to kind of speak a little bit on how we compare with some of the other um, cold call role play solutions, we're we're very much focused on two things. Number one is rep engagement with the platform. We've kind of built this thing to be gamified from the beginning so that reps actually feel encouraged to use it and they want to use it. And we've seen many times they're actually using it in their spare time. And the second thing is the kind of the realism of the bots, which sounds pretty broad, but where we really focus is making it really easy to create custom bots that actually feel very realistic and feel very appropriate and similar to your exact current buyers without taking a ton of time from your hands to build them.
Okay. So it's like purely a role play platform then, not like a full suite of tools.
No, exactly. Yeah, it's purely role play platform.
Okay. And what about the ROI though? Like, what kind of numbers are you seeing from companies that are using this?
Yeah, Taylor, I'll actually I'll level with you. You're one of the first companies we're speaking to. We actually just launched on B2B around 1 week ago. So I don't have any numbers to share, truthfully. I do have some numbers I can share from individual users, but unfortunately, I don't have anything on the team side yet.
Hmm. So you don't have like any data from other B2B SaaS companies that have used it yet?
No, no, not yet. But we have a lot of reps at B2B SaaS companies that are using it, but they're just individual users and aren't on the team plans.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty skeptical of unproven tools, you know? And if
Hmm.
there's no data yet, it's a hard sell for me, honestly.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Um, one thing I would say, Taylor, is kind of we have the ability to be very,
Can you send me some information I can review?
yeah. Taylor, happy to do that. What would you want to see specifically?
I mean, just like an overview of the platform and, any like case studies or testimonials you do have, even if they're not B2B SaaS, I guess.
Yeah, no worries. And Taylor, do you mind me just asking it a little bit more detail? Have you used a kind of cold call role play simulator before?
I mean, we've used some of the built-in stuff in our sales engagement platform, but it's like you said, it's not super realistic and reps don't really engage with it much.
Hmm. That makes sense. Which sales engagement platform are you using at the moment, if you don't mind me asking?
We're using Outreach.
Okay, cool. Nice one. Um, Taylor, I suppose are you currently like is the situation you're doing right now like human to human role play for the sales team?
Yeah, we do some of that, but it's pretty time consuming and like hard to scale for 15 SDRs, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Taylor, like I know I appreciate there's a level of skepticism from your side, and like I get it. I would be exactly the same. I agree that you should be skeptical. We are a new tool. We don't have any case studies, um, of course. But what I will say is that there are ways to kind of try the platform very low risk. Um, we're $50 a month per seat on the team plan, and we have no monthly lock-in. So if after a month you didn't like it, I'd even be happy to send your money back. And then on the solo plan, you can simply have it's $25 per seat, and again, no monthly lock-in, and that can actually be taken from your like training and learning budget at work. So there's kind of two ways to try that out in comparison to a lot of other tools that kind of force you onto long yearly contracts. We've provided a way to kind of really give it a go very easily.
I mean, that's good to know about the pricing structure, but I still need to see some data or something more concrete to justify even that. It's not just the money, it's the time investment, you know?
Mm, yeah, I get that. Taylor, a bit of a cheeky question, but let's say I put a document in front of you now, and what would you need to see to kind of have your mind changed and believe what we're doing is good?
I mean, I need to see some pretty compelling data on improved ramp-up times, higher response rates on cold emails, or better ICP segmentation from other companies our size, something that directly ties to our pain points.
Yeah. Well, Taylor, how about we do this? Like, I will put together in an email everything that we have around that side of things. Let's get a preliminary call penciled in. I'm thinking Friday, either 3 p.m. EST or 5 p.m. EST. And if you absolutely hate everything that I've sent to you in the email and it makes no sense and you don't agree, feel free to just cancel the call and we'll never speak again. Does that sound reasonable?
I can do 3 p.m. EST on Friday. But yeah, I'll need to see that data first.
Amazing. Well, Sarah, Taylor, I'll send you the email and I will send you the invite for that call right now. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Take care. Speak soon.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
See you. All right. So that call, it was pretty tough. I didn't do a very good job on that call at all. Namely because I obviously with Overview, we don't have case studies in B2B yet. So like, what am I going to do? Lie? So it's a bit tricky. And also I'm not like, I don't cold call for Overview. I've never done cold calling for Overview yet. Because again, we don't have B2B. We're building out the B2B stuff right now. When I say B2B, I mean the team stuff. But anyway, I think we should have got a few, what do you call them? Trophies there, daily challenges. So let's just wait for them all to come through. Boom. Oh, I've got another one. XP collector. Early riser. Let's go. It's not easy. Boom. Secured a demo. Let's go. Yeah, silver 3. Come on, level 27. Boom. Okay, that is the achievements. Now let's have a look at my performance summary. Average. I would agree with that. It wasn't a great call, even though we booked a demo. Next practice focus. Focus more on a robust 3-step objection handling process. When faced with skepticism about data or proof. Okay, yeah, sure. Acknowledge the concern, then ask clarifying questions. Practice proactively addressing potential objections like lack of data early in the call, perhaps before the prospect raised it by setting expectations or offering alternative forms of proof. That's really good, actually. I like that because that's something I struggle with a lot with Overview because, like I said, we don't have a ton of data, so I don't want to lie. But I like that idea. Section review. Damn, we nearly fucking. It was nearly a perfect call in terms of the structure. I just should have done some fucking research. That's really annoying. Oh well. Objections. So we got 2 objections. One was skepticism about unproven tools and lack of data. Okay, so I remember I completely bombed this one. Like I didn't know what to say. So I should have said, that's totally fair, Taylor. Or here's like an idea of what I should have said. Not obviously gospel. I appreciate your honesty. It's smart to be skeptical of unproven tools. When you say no data yet, it's a hard sell. Does that mean you'd need to see a full case study with specific ROI numbers before even considering a brief demo? Or are you open to exploring how it works if we can show you how it addresses those specific ramp up and lead burning problems you mentioned, even without? Okay, this is good. I actually like this response a lot. I like that.